Good evening, you guys. Good evening. We'll be on for like an hour. I've been out working all day, and I decided to jump on before I retire because my sister tired. I am tired. And so I was like, let me get on here and talk about Tyree Nichols and a couple more things, if I may. You all start getting the notifications. How is everyone doing tonight? Hey, Miss Kimberly. Hey, Yolanda. Lord, now my phone want to start ringing. I'm too tired. I don't feel like really talking on not on the phone because I've been talking on the phone all day. Hey, Jamal. Let me see. Let me see it. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. Hit the like button. Let's talk about Tyree right quick. Okay, never found sheets. Here it is right here. Whew, Lord. How's everyone doing? Hey, positive vibes. Hey, Luana, Gina. Start letting people come in. Ramona. We're gonna talk about the Tyree Nichols um a verdict was reached. Of course, you guys know I never really talked about hey Kimbo. I never really talked about the Tyree Nichols case simply because of, just looking at the video. It was really hard for me to even look at the video, right? It was heinous in nature. To see how they basically just beat him lifeless for no reason at all, right? So just looking at that video has always been extremely hard for me, right? Very sensitive about it. So I never really talked about it. It's a darn shame that, you have law enforcement officers that took an oath to protect and serve to treat a young man like that. Oh, wow. 200,000 other out of power. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, wow. Mm. But I wanted to talk about that. A verdict has been reached. Just snuck away from my great granddaughter T. She is about to turn the same age as yours. Oh, wow. Yeah, my grandbaby will be 2 this month. As a matter of fact, she'll be 2 this month. And it's funny because when I left from off, I was out working today. And when I finished, I was like, I need to go to the Walmart. And I went into the Walmart to pick up just a few items. Then I had to get the dog some more food. And I was looking at they had put out some of their winter stuff. And I was like, oh, that would look so cute on my fruits. That would look so cute on my juki fruit. And so I started picking her up some winter stuff. And I didn't even think about that this is her birthday month. I did not even think about this is her birthday month. So I'm going to save the little stuff that I have been buying her for, I guess, for her birthday. For her birthday. And just wait on her birthday and give it to her. But there was a verdict reached in the case, you guys. And like I said, I really was just really sad about um, how Tyree Nichols was treated, what they did to him. It's a darn shame. It was very unnecessary, right? The way that they treated him. Okay. Even if it was, I mean, they just didn't have no reason to do it, right? So I wanted to talk about that. I was like, let me jump on for a few minutes and talk about that. Hold on one second. Happy birthday. He said his birthday is Saturday. Happy birthday, young man. I'm saying it before Saturday. That means you all of October you're supposed to celebrate. You're supposed to celebrate all of October. What are you a Libra? Are you a Libra or are you a Virgo? Are you a Libra or a Virgo? Oh, girl, she watches she loves Miss Rachel. She loves Miss Rachel. Okay, you guys, here it is right here. A verdict was reached.
Miss Wells, what is your
So
reaction?
my reaction is that all of them are in jail.
Hold up.
Stop, Rodney, stop. All
Tell
of
them I
them
said
have
hello.
been convicted of something, and they're all going to jail. That's how I feel. I don't. This has been a long journey for our family. I'm actually in shock right now because I still can't believe all this stuff is going on. But we're happy that they all have been convicted and they have been arrested.
And that's very important that the jury found all of them in some way participated in a crime and that Tyree Nichols' death won't go unaccounted for. That is critical. We know that this is the federal case. It's different from the state case, but in the federal court, all five of them, two pled guilty, three of them have been found guilty of charges, and they all, as the judge articulated, have been taken into custody. So the family was very relieved that the killers of Tyree Nichols have been taken into custody and have been found guilty. Now you will hear from Attorney Tony Romanucci before any of the other family members may speak.
Thank you, everybody. Today was monumentous because you had two defendants who pled guilty to deprivation of rights under color of law. They testified in this courtroom. The remaining defendants have all been found guilty of one charge or more: obstruction, conspiracy, deprivation of rights causing bodily injury. This is justice for Tyree. This is a very high burden that this government had in order to prove 12 counts against all of these individuals, and they proved more than half of them.
That's right.
So we are grateful to the federal government. We're grateful to the jury for paying attention, His Honor for a clean trial. And now we look forward to justice. We look forward to the state case, the civil case, because what we know is these officers conspired.
That's right.
They made an agreement.
That's right.
They made an agreement to cause harm, and now they are in jail. They are.
Amen.
You're going to hear from Mr. Wells in just a minute. It's very important that we thank Christian Clark and the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice for bringing these charges and zealously prosecuting this case. Now you will hear from Mr. Rodney Wells, the father of Tyree Nichols.
I just want to say for the family that we are all elated. We're all very, very happy that these guys have been put in jail. This is a long time coming.
Yes.
And justice for Tyree. So we're just so very proud that all of them are going to jail today.
Yes.
I'm happy for the family. Rest in peace to Tyree. It's very sad to me that, law officers would that took an oath to protect and serve would do Tyree Nichols like that. And I did hear that. I don't know if it's true, snoozy cake, but that is something that I heard as it relates to Tyree Nichols, right? Which just made it so sad on so many levels. And so that's why it is, like I said, even police officers have to be governed too. Everybody is not the same. As I said, I worked for MPD for many years, and I did traffic. And my mom said to me one time, and nothing against none of the officers, that there are a lot of good officers. I have aunties over there, friends and stuff over there, but traffic is like you're like a P1, right? While you're getting your college. So you're handling traffic accidents and things of that nature. And you pretty much got the opportunity to see the personalities of quite a few people, right? People take advantage of their power. You really have to I've always been the same type of person, right? I might cuss somebody out, but they have to do it to me first. I always believed in treating people right. And I can remember even with traffic tickets, it was at your discretion on if you charge somebody with something. You didn't have to charge them with certain things. You could cut people a break. And so I remember this time I was riding with this girl. She was real mean. We were partnered, our lieutenant partnered us together. And we made the scene where it was clearly the fault of another person, of the other person, right? And what she wanted to do was when she got there and she realized that she knew the person who was at fault in the accident, she wanted to give the ticket to another gentleman. I'll never forget, we were on Tuklahoma. Anybody from around Memphis knows where Tuklahoma is, at Tuklahoma and Shelby Drive. And she wanted to give the ticket. She wanted to find a way to justify giving the guy the ticket because he was an older man and he had a young girl in the car with him. So I don't want to get her that ticket. I know her. I'm gonna find a way. I said, I can't sign off on that ticket with you. Cause see, we both were riding together. We were partners. We both had, it was our accident. I said, I can't sign off on that. We almost fought out there. I said, I'm not getting ready to sign off on a motherfucking ticket on an accident and accuse them and of being at fault when it's clear that they hit them from they were the ones not paying attention. They hit him in the back. So you have to. That's why I say a lot of officers, and she went on to, but because when we went back through the academy, we got our hours together. I hurt my hip, and she's a police officer now. So can you imagine if she had that type of attitude, that type of personality of being mean and wanted to falsely accuse people and falsely charge them with charges, right? But I was just as mean as she was, okay? Especially when it came to doing right. But can you imagine what's going on now? And that's been some years ago, right? Because she been on for quite a few years now. I don't know what her rank is, but she should have some rank. So I do know that all officers and stuff are not right, and everybody has to be governed. Um, to ensure that there has to, people have to do right. And to just blatantly beat somebody to death, and that's what they did to him. They beat him to death without any without a conscience, without anything. And I just want to know, especially with all three of them. Tyree Nichols was tall and thin or whatever. He was not a threat to them. He was even beat in handcuffs. I mean, it's just really sad to even talk about it. At what point, hey, Catalea, at what point was enough going to be enough? Hey, beautiful nightmare. At what point was enough, right? And so that's why I say, those officers make those good officers out there um, look really, really bad. And it's really sad. And here's the thing, I was talking to somebody about that, about those officers. Normally, I know Chief Davis kind of changed it because each director does their own thing. Those officers were still kind of new. You normally don't get to, unless it's organized crime unit, you don't get to go to specialized units like that, like little task force like that, unless you've been on at least 3 to 5 years. or at least 5 years, I believe. So those officers had not even been on long enough to even be in task force like that. They were still feeling themselves full of piss and vinegar, and but that's a character thing. My mom used to always say, um, "You sure you want to go be a police officer? Because I didn't raise you to be, Hey, Stanley Govan." Um, she would always say that. Yeah, I guess I do. It pays well. Insurance and stuff for the kids, paying for the school, and so that's why a lot of them went on and became a police officer, got in traffic. But anyways, I'm happy that Tyree Nichols, I'm happy. Hey, straight to the point. I'm happy that Tyree Nichols didn't Chief Davis run the Red Dog units in Atlanta? I don't know. I don't know anything about what she did before she came there. I just know when she came to the Memphis area, you had people from the north. I believe she was from around like the Raleigh, Durham area. She didn't, it wasn't Charlotte. It was like Raleigh, Durham, I think. They was like, she didn't get the crime down there. So, I don't know. Yeah, justice was served. I'm happy for Tyree Nichols' mother and stuff. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. I don't like the fact that it was a lot of people, like a lot of these so-called activists that took advantage of Tyree Nichols' mother. They saw that this situation had a lot of media around it, and they wanted the spotlight, right? They came and they took advantage of that lady. I don't like that. They probably got their asses beat in school. I've always said this. Some of those officers become police officers because they got their asses tore out the frame and in school, or they couldn't get a girlfriend. Because when they become police officers, for some reason, women like the guys with uniforms on, especially if they're police officers. They kind of associate them with having power. They don't really understand that. I don't mean no harm, but I guess they like the patrolmen because I guess they don't really understand that I don't mean no harm, that a patrolman ain't really got no power. Okay, all they do is just patrol the streets, and I guess maybe they can help them with a traffic ticket or something, but they have to go through their sergeant and lieutenant to do that. So they don't, that just be with somebody for love, regardless to what they title is. It happened to me back in 2015 of November. I didn't get beaten like that. I didn't get beat like they did Tyree. I was scared as hell because I never thought I would go through something like that. No, we don't need to defund the police, Brother Dwayne. We need the police. We cannot live in a lawless society. We just can't do it. We need them, but we need good police. Hey, Miss Nellie. I want to make sure I talk about that, y'all. I've been out all day long. Do y'all hear me? I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do with myself. And guess what? I gotta get up and do it all over again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. I'm booked for 2 months. So I told my mom, I said, I guess it would be good for it to be happening this month and next month. Cause when it started getting cold, real cold, I don't be wanting to go out. A person that protects and serve. That's what a good police is. A person a police officer that protects and serve. A police officer that goes and arrests child molesters and all that, and make sure that they go and keep the corners. When they want to hang out on the corners and sell drugs while the kids and stuff, walking home from school, they clear that shit out. That's what a good police officer do. And I'm not talking about you, Brother Dwayne, but I understand that some people just don't like authority. They don't want the police to tell them you can't stand on the corner and sell drugs and prostitute the little girls and molest the little boys and all that, because they want to be able to do that freely. I mean, who is the police to tell them that they can't be a damn child molester? Okay. Miss T, on your first video, I thought Miss V done run over Lust Demon and put him in a trunk. Yeah, I thought about that. She said, I said, Lord have mercy, this girl in North Memphis done went and flipped her boyfriend. Just, ooh, child. I said, Lord, my friend. Oh, I'm gonna have to get at her because I called her today and I called her today and she didn't call me back. You need someone to rub your feet. Cuffing. Yeah, it's cuffing season. I tell you, it is cuffing season. But guess what? I'm working a lot. I'm working a lot, and it's cuffing season. I tell you, I wouldn't be able to be at home and be cuffed. But I do need somebody to rub them when I do walk in. I tell you. Anyway, child. Let's talk about this. I saw where the arrests were made because looked at that when this happened. Okay, arrests were made in a kidnapping. What's up, Terrence Peoples? He said he's looking in. Brother Dwayne, I'm waiting for you to respond. I'm waiting for Brother Dwayne to respond. He has not responded. I've been waiting for his response before I move on to the next thing. What happened to my plate, Tamara? Listen, if you didn't say anything else about it, Cartrail. Y'all get the likes up for me. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, like, share, and subscribe. You asked me what a good police officer was. Hey, Miss Diane, what's going on? Yeah, I was gonna talk about. We'll talk about that in the morning. I'll probably do it live in the morning. I see now when I get home, my energy be too low. I'm so tired now. I don't know what to do with myself. Hold on, let me give me a bottle of water. Maybe if I drink a lot of some, yeah, I know I had 1.5 liter bottle. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I really wish. Yeah, I really wish this stuff was over with this young dog situation. I'm talking about. I really wish that it was just the she said drink some coffee. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water first, and that'll probably make me some. So what I described sounds exactly just like the police. All right, Dwayne. Okay. All right. Um, I'm back. I lost one of my glass slip. I'm glad you're back, Miss Diane. When I don't see people in here, I'll come looking for them too. I'll be like, if they've been gone for a minute, I got to go see what's going on. If they've reached out to me on social media or something like that, I got their number. Um, I was going to say, I wish this stuff with with young Dolph, and I know we're not talking about that, and it's just a thought on my brain. We'll probably talk about it in the morning. I wish that it was. I wish that we were just in the phase of getting justice. I wish we was just in the phase of getting justice. Okay, I wish we was just in the phase of getting justice. We'll talk. I was downtown today. We'll talk about that in the morning, though. Yeah, this stuff so far from over. It's ridiculous. It's just really sad. I tell you, I just don't know what to think. And if they don't hurry up, and I'm just thinking out loud now while it's on my brain, if they don't hurry up and do something, it ain't gonna be nobody left. If they don't hurry up and do something about this war that's going on, it ain't gonna be nobody left. These boys they flat foot they Y'all, it's bad. It's so bad that it's ridiculous. It's so bad that it's ridiculous. I just don't know what to think. And you know what's so sad is that I thought, okay, well, they know now that the feds are on it, and that and they do know. But you know what's so sad is that I was naive because I thought, well, at least now the unalivings will stop. Yeah, these folks still got hits and stuff out. They still. It's just sad. It's just sad. You know, the like the animalistic state that a lot of our people are in. And I know we're talking about something else, but I'm thinking out loud now. I guess because my brain all frazzled and fuzzy, but it's just really a sad thing, the animalistic state that our community is in, especially as it relates to these young men killing each other. And if something is not done, all of these little young rappers and aspiring rappers around the Memphis area is gonna take each other clean up out of here. They're gonna take each other clean out. They said Juke gone, so who would still be doing all? You have to understand, like with that stuff happening with the young Dolph, it appears to me that it started a war with affiliates of each side. That's what my understanding is. And I don't even know if they know what they beefing about. Because if you beefing about, I got love for this one, and I feel like I gotta stand 10 toes down, or I got love for the other one, and I gotta stand 10 toes down. It's okay to have love, but it ain't gonna end good, because either they're gonna end up in federal prison, or they're gonna end up dead. Um, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. And so I sure wish somebody could talk to these young men. That's what Boosie and Gotti got going on. I agree with you, brother Dwayne. I agree. It's definitely a vicious cycle. Yes, it is. What do Boosie and Gotti got going on? I don't know. They say Boosie and Gotti. I think that's been going on for a while though. Them talking about building a record label or something like that together. I think that started happening like right after Young Dolph was assassinated, because a lot of people thought it was really, suspicious, but it's really sad. These young men got to be talked to. But you know what's so sad? They don't even care about their life. When in the world did our young men become so desensitized to caring about life, and become so animalistic and vicious? And they're killing each other about nothing. Like it's just about nothing, about words. They just need two good women beside them. That's all. It seemed like to me that the girls are becoming just as vicious. These young women are becoming just as vicious as these men. They are. Um, they're getting themselves caught up in stuff, and they have, their children. A lot of these young women have kids and stuff. So if they daddy go to jail, and then she letting the daddy bring her into some stuff, cause see, I don't know. I know it's a new time, but I remember a time where if men did dirt, they did it far away from their home life, because they understood that if something happened to them, their children still needed a parent, right? But that's not happening now. It's unfortunate that young women feel like they got to be down. They got to be the bottom B, right? So they're giving up their life to prove something that means nothing. Unfortunately, that's exactly what's happening. So I don't know what to say no more, other than um I don't really know what to say other than something has to happen, and that it's really not the end. Maybe Kia Baker of these bodies and stuff dropping. I don't think it's not the end um of these bodies dropping, and a lot of these little bodies and stuff that have been dropping. I don't know what to say other than these young men better stop. That's all I got to say. They better stop if they wanna if they wanna be on the outside. If they wanna be on the outside, they better stop. Um yeah. Yeah, we're on the road to 20,000. So you guys make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Um I tell you, um, and so straight drop. So we'll talk about straight drop when I come on in the morning. I need to have a lot of energy to talk about him tonight. I ain't got it. Um, y'all know when I goes downtown, I gets the tea. Okay. They said who going to court next? I think Hernandez Govan is supposed to go to court next. I think Hernandez Govan is supposed to go to court. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they said that his court date is on the 9th or something like that. His court date is on the 9th. And maybe I should put what they told me about straight dropping my members. What y'all think? Maybe I ought to put it in the members. Um, Pour us a little taste of tea tonight. I had got something to tell y'all. I got something to tell y'all too. I got something to tell y'all. It's an exclusive too. I sure got something to tell you. Maybe I should put it in my members. Um, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? Run the likes up. Run the likes all the way up. I'm gonna do me a salad tomorrow because I got some cucumbers from the market and they organic too, because they last longer than the ones in the store. Y'all go down there to Orchids Market, get y'all some cucumbers. People, make sure you go stack up your supplies. The port workers are back to work for at least 90 days, but they will slow roll, so things will run out. Girl, put down the water and give us some tea. Okay, I was in the store tonight. I got so much stuff stocked up in my house. I ain't got no more room for it. But I did go in there and get me some ground chicken because I had to go get the dog some food, and I was like, I got some ground chicken and stuff for my pasta. No, I did not for pasta, but for my avocado tacos, boat tacos, because I take the lettuce, chop up the tomatoes and all of that, put that on there. They said, give us 1% tap like the 1% of the rich people. Tap like 1%. It's the music that they are listening to, and when you add the drugs to it, it's over with. That's so true. That y'all, I promise y'all, it is so true. It is definitely the drugs. I got to thinking about Cornelius says that he was buying hey Miss Diane, did you get your daughter some stuff to stock up on? You know what? I got my grandbaby some stuff tonight, but I didn't get my daughter nothing. She ought to be stocked up. She stole everything she could from me, so I'm sure she's stocked. She ought to be stocked if she ain't, because she sure stole almost everything she could out of my house. They said Ken trying to use a computer because it wouldn't let me complete mine using my cell phone. Y'all listen, I get to thinking about when they say people are high up on drugs and stuff. Now, I know I've heard people talk about they take X pills. Y'all know I ain't no druggie. But people be getting mad. She thinks she better than somebody else because she say she don't do no drugs. Well, I mean, I didn't know that was being better than somebody else because I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I guess they don't be liking the way I say it because I say I ain't no druggie. I ain't. I'm not. Listen, y'all. Listen. Cornelia says he stayed high all the time. And he says that the drugs had him out of his mind. He said he bought all his drugs from Hernandez Govan. So y'all notice Cornelia said he stayed high on X pills. Now I've heard a whole lot of folks talk about they pop some X pills, and I thought X pills made your nature rise, as my grandmother used to say. Y'all know I'm old fashioned. My grandmother, I thought that when they took the X pills, it made their nature rise. I don't. That's what X pills do. I know it's a psychedelic drug, but I thought they said it makes your nature rise. It made you want to have. It made you more um sexual and all of that. Kimbo says not necessarily. That's what I thought. Yeah, but Cornelia said he was taking them X pills. That's what he was taking and getting high off of, and that's what he had to do. And that's being high on that made him go do what he did. So I mean, I don't know what's going on. I hear some of these folks say, "Well, I ain't never really been on nothing. I popped me some X pills before." So y'all already know to stay away from anybody that's doing X pills. Cause see, I thought it was I mean, I don't know why they would need to take them anyways. Because they ought to be having a nature or something. But that you would think their little thing and stuff would already still be working, because they're quite young. But he said that he had to stay high on them X pills and stuff. So I listen, y'all. But I did read that X pills is a psychedelic drug. So if taking X pills made him go and take Young Dolph out, y'all, I wouldn't mess with nobody. I wouldn't mess with nobody that take X pills. I've never taken it, and I've heard people say it. Maybe, but remember, he planned on buying a house, and he got 5 kids. Maybe that night he planned on having quadruplets. I don't know what house he thought he was gonna buy with $40,000. I tell you. SL says, I think it heightens your senses. Some people take it before intimacy. But Cornelia said that's what he was taking, that's what he was getting high off of. And remember he said that he had to hurry up and go get him some more drugs because he didn't want to lose that high. So I'm trying to figure out, I mean, he said it was X pills. They said Govan was probably giving him the generic X pills, saying that crackhead won't know the difference. He had to be high to think he was going to buy a house. To be high. Y'all did y'all listen. Oh we y'all. They look, Cornelius threw his girlfriend up under the bus. Did y'all see that video that they say she did on social media? It's not, y'all. Listen, it ain't funny. I tell you, Miss Tim dying laughing. I forgot who said. Let's see. Um, Miss Tim dying laughing. I forgot who said it on your show, but y'all are talking about pills, and the lady said, "Shit." By the time they get 40. I know cornbread and straight drop can kick their ass now. Yeah, I know. I know. It does, but it will also keep you up as well. Oh, he was on perk. Oh, so he was taking both at the same time. So he was taking Percocets and X pills at the same time. Also, he was just psychotic. Barbie doll house and a Barbie car. Peep peep. Cartrell says, well, when I was growing up, the OGs talked to us, and we are supposed to reach back to these young guys. We haven't done that. So I blame guys my age and myself. Yeah, they should be telling these dudes, better. But it's so sad because everybody is for self now. That's what's so sad. People don't really look out for anybody anymore. And it's sad. And the people that do actually try to reach back and look out for folks, they end up getting burned. It's very unfortunate. You try to give somebody a hand up, they look at that as a weakness instead of saying, that's a good hearted person. Wow, this is an angel that God has sent to me. They're trying to help give me a hand up. But instead people feel like, oh, that's a weakness, I'm gonna see if I can use them. And that it's just sad. So I think that's one of the reasons why people don't even bother. They're very reluctant. Often, a lot of times it's because of selfishness. Other times folks go, when I try to help people, they always burn me. That's why people are very reluctant now to really just to help a lot of people now. Depends on what type of X he was buying. Oh wow, I didn't know it was more than one type of X pill. I ain't know that. I tell you. Mm, mm. Nakia says they're gonna need a popsicle stick to hold that thing up. I'm dying laughing thinking about that now. I think it was Miss Diane. Oh, Cornelius. Cornelius says Cornelius said he ready to get this. He was ready to get be quiet. Be quiet now. My head already hurting. I've been out working all day. I'm tired. Cornelius sitting up talking about he want to start his healing process. Lord have mercy. I be listening to Cornbread's I be listening to Cornbread's when he was testifying. He says, me and my sister and we did hope for the best. We put in the hands of the Lord. I'm gonna put the tea in the members, Miss Diane. I'm gonna put the tea in the members. It says that part. This is, yeah, his testimony. He was sitting up talking about he hoping for the best. Say he was hoping for the best. The tea is about straight drop. Y'all, crime don't pay. I don't know when these young men gonna learn. They say he's so slow he can't help but pity him. Yeah, but could he got some type of sense though, don't it? He decided he was gonna get him back in the end though, didn't he? Hey, 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 stop. Shoot. Lord have mercy. Cornbread was blowing the heck out that whistle. Yes, he was blowing the hell out of that whistle. Yes, he was. Miss Diane, you'll get the tea. I'm gonna put it in the members. Yeah, it's something when I'm tired, I can't, them dogs barking and stuff I can't, they just get on my nerves. Nikhil says, Miss Diane, wasn't it you who said the young dudes on so many drugs nowadays that at 40 they're gonna need a popsicle stick to hold it up? Yes. What's up, Cypress? Cypress, I don't be seeing you in my chat no more. I don't be seeing you in here. Mm-hmm. I tell you, I hate. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I really hate that. Thank you, charging member. You bought two. You bought two memberships. Thank you, love. I'm gonna tell you something. I said charger member. Is it charger girl? I said charger member. That shows how tired I am. Hey, June. Is that Mixwell? You be here all the time. I ain't been seeing you in here. Diane says sometimes you got to play the fool to the fool who thinks he fooling you. Sincerely, cornbread. Okay. I hate straight dropping them mess their lives up. I hate that they decided that they wanted to. They thought that their come up was off the backs of destroying somebody else's life. In the process, they destroyed their very own life. They destroyed their very own life in the process. Your homegirl made the lust demon disappear. I told her I think they going. I think they coding or something. So, what do you guys think about the rumor about quit walking? I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all think he gonna walk? We'll know next week, won't we? We'll know next week. We'll know next week if he's going to walk. We'll know next week. Um, his charges are still. Has his charges been reduced? Have they reduced his charges to anything? Lower? Are his charges still the same? Miss T, Cypress been in the bushes since that's what it is, brother. Dwayne. That's what it is. Cypress been in the bushes since that verdict came down. Cypress, you can come in here. You could come in. I know you said that they was gonna be found not guilty, but they weren't. But I mean, you could still come in. They said Cyp Dog Cornbread flipped the script. I'm telling you, the Cyp Dog said when none of them getting ready to do nothing. They was gonna walk it. They was gonna walk it on out. And Cornbread walked right up there to that witness seat. That's what he walked to. Cypress said they're gonna walk it on out. And Cornbread sure did. He walked straight across that floor. Hey, 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 hey. He walked straight across that floor in the courtroom up to that witness seat. He sure did walk it out. He sure did walk right on up there and sat down and told it all. They said, Cypress, we forgive you for all them lies. Yeah, Cypress, we forgive you for all the lies you told. Cypress talking about a back door. Who the back door be, Cypress? As the old folks say, who the back door be? They say, yes, Cornbread was on the stand, excited to talk. Listen, y'all, I hollered when the defense attorney said to Cornelius, uh, thank you, Mr. Smith. He said, "Oh yeah, no problem, man. Oh, no problem at all. Thank you." I hollered. I hollered. Lord have mercy. Nakia says, "What up, Cypress?" That's right. That's right. He nervous. he don't want his partner next to Puffy, even though he has probably already been underneath him or on top of him. Now, Cypress, have you been looking at? I've been able to just he says Govan gonna walk. Once an informant, always an informant. I can't believe the whole thing. He act like he was just having he. I ain't had no problem with Dolph. I just want the money. Lord have mercy. Mm, mm, mm. The things people do for money and some X pills and some Percocets. Jesus Christ. Mm. They said Go Man can't walk. Ain't no way the family going for that. I just want to know if his charges have been dropped. Any? Have they dropped his charges? Did Govan say he was gonna walk? Did Govan say that out of his own? Did y'all hear it? Did y'all has he done an interview or something? Because I was looking at somebody said that he did an interview or is gearing up to do an interview. Either he's done an interview or gearing up to do an interview with Vlad. That's what I saw somebody type. I don't know though. But either he's gearing up to do an interview or he did an interview with Vlad. So did Govan say that he's going to walk? They said he wouldn't be out. I don't know. No, but he's lining them. Oh, so he's lining up the interviews. Oh, oh wow. Mm, mm, mm. Diane Bowen says every time I heard Cornbread say he got glazed, I say he got glazed. He allegedly told people he gonna do an interview with Say Cheese TV. Mm. So are they paying him for these interviews? Are is he trying to get the like who pays the most? Or is he doing an interview for free? Or is um Miss T, a lot of people owe Marcus an apology. He needs a Superman cape. Demon is definitely an appropriate name for him. Salute the other Mr. Yeah, Marcus did. He was quick on his feet. Yes, he was. Oh wow. This is straight out of the penitentiary interviews. I tell you. They say okay, so he's trying to stop an interview and see who could pay him the most. Well, Vlad will probably have the biggest budget. I have no idea, Tambora. I'm waiting on Hagerman. Oh no, because I didn't hear Hagerman say that any of his charges and stuff would be dropped, but I guess we would have an idea of if that's gonna happen next week because he definitely goes to court next week. Mm, I tell you. Diane says Marcus is definitely a fast thinker. I couldn't have done it. I would have passed it. Right, because everybody else would have been trying to figure out what is going on. Rose says, whatever happens to restitution when a crime is committed in California, the person has to pay restitution. Is there such thing in Memphis? Um, yeah, uh, jail time. But if you're talking about if their family sues, if their family sues in a wrongful death, now Judge Joe Brown was famous for ordering that. If somebody, broke into your house and stole something, then Judge Joe Brown, when they would come before the court, Judge Joe Brown would allow the victim to go into their house with the sheriff's office and take whatever they wanted. Hmm. What do I think about Kenny Money? You know, they're saying I saw Snoop Bands and them say that they felt like that what Rollo and Boosie was doing was a play. I don't know if it's a play or not. Rollo says that he sincerely had a love for Young Dolph because of what because Young Dolph helped him. I don't know. I don't really know. But Snoop Band says, I saw Snoop Band says, I know a play when I see one. So some people I guess think it's a play to try and get, I guess, views or something like that, to try to get clout. Um I do find it weird though that Rollo's people, and maybe, I don't like saying nothing about Rollo because I don't know enough about him to say anything bad about him other than, he's always spoken highly of Young Dolph. But I just can't understand why Rollo's how long had those dudes been around Rollo? How long had those dudes been around him? Why on earth would they ever feel comfortable enough to take one of Young Dolph's artists stuff, his chains and stuff, his jewelry, and shop it to who they would consider his opposition? Yeah, why would his people feel comfortable enough? He's supposed to have that reeled in. That's automatically a no-no. If you're in my clique, especially if he's the one that's feeding his clique, right? So that was already supposed to be reeled in. That goes without understanding. Whoever I got love for, you got love for. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't know though. I would think it is sealed. The only person that can get documents on an active case is the person accused and different department DA. Who you talk about, Rose? Oh, okay. Y'all talk about something else. They said Rollo talked too much. T, have you seen the old video where Yo Gotti brought out Young Dolph? I saw the picture. I think I may have saw the video. It was very short, but yeah, I may have seen it. I do know for a fact I saw the picture. Mm-hmm. Rose, had you seen what Judge Coffee said, then I know it's sealed. What happened? What y'all talk about? I missed it. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. If y'all haven't hit the like button, please do like, share, and subscribe. If it was a play, someone is going to expose Rollo. It would probably be those little dudes. So let me ask y'all this. Those dudes that took Moochie Grape's chain, did Rollo cut them off? Did he cut them off? So that means if it was Rollo's crew that took Moochie's jewelry, that means that they've given his jewelry back, right? Did Moochie get his jewelry back? Hey, Aaron. Oh, he said he cut him off. So has Moochie got his jewelry back? Did they give him his jewelry back? Yeah, Moochie has been MIA. And it's not, and you know, people got out there that Moochie got his jewelry took. They didn't take it, they just stole it. These were people that was up under him. They stole it. They saying that he got his jewelry, he got his jewelry snatched or said, no, these were people I think that was, you know, kind of running with them that just stole his shit. Hey, Tammy Hughes. They broke in his house. The question of being able to obtain documents of an active case that is in court proceedings. Who are you all talking about? Govan? Yeah, he kicked him out of Fam Goon, but before that happened, he was arrested in the club by the feds a couple days before. Hmm. Mm-mm. I tell you, I don't know. You know, I thought that, you know, Kenny Money and them had, you know, you know, I thought they all had love for each other. But I think that they're mad about him, you know, wanting to make it seem like they got an issue with Boosie for it, because Boosie and Yo Gotti always, you know, been around each other, even after, you know, that happened to Young Dog. Either way, it shouldn't have happened. Kenny and Rollo made up on IG though. Okay, they made up on IG. Okay. I'm not going to say the blogger's name, but he called the guy Sway and asked him if Rollo had talked to him about Moochie's jewelry, and the guy laughed and said Rollo ain't told him nothing. What? They made up today. Kenny posted on his story. Okay, well, that's cool. Hmm. Oh, wow. I wonder why you know, Big Moochie Grape. I hope he okay. He hadn't posted since that happened. Yeah, he had not posted since that happened. Tamara, the one who just got out of jail that we like. Tamara, the one who just got of jail that we like. Who you talk about, Diane? Who just got out of jail? Nakia Baker says, I don't like nothing about the whole situation. Being a street dude, they don't like him getting heat sent their way. It's hot enough and already too much going on in Memphis. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand what they're saying. They didn't feel like it, that they felt like Rollo was trying to make it seem like that Young Dolph's artist would have an issue with what's his name? I'm so tired. I can't even think of his name right now. Um, they said Rollo lives in Atlanta. Those guys have to be in Tennessee and their families also. That's true. I agree. 100%. Oh, okay. Oh, I see, Diane. Hmm. Little Boosie. I don't know why I couldn't think of Boosie's name. I think it's important that young men direct their emotional where it does cause tension in the community in Memphis. Like a flashy D man when when the object is to be more like Daddy O. One thing about Daddy O, nobody knows his moves or anything like that. He said Straight Drop still living in the gangster matrix. Oh Lord, Straight Drop living in that cell, and that's where he living at. And that, I tell you, like I say, I really hate. Come here, girl. I really hate that Straight dropping them messed their life up. Yeah, I hate that they messed their life up. Have y'all heard Mia is dating? I heard someone say that. If she's dating, I have she ain't, she ain't been showing them on her Instagram. I have not heard that she's dating, but at some point I'm sure she is gonna move on with her life. She's a young woman. You know, I'm sure when the time is right, she is going to move on with her life like most women, that are widows do. At some point they remarry, they have to pick up the pieces and move on. She's young, she's beautiful. That's what I think Kenny Money was bringing to Rollo's attention. That's why that came about. All of that may be true, but no one can tell anyone how to feel or how long they should feel, how they feel, period. But I'm happy that they are good now. Straight Drop didn't show an ounce of remorse. That's not good. Straight Drop to me looked like the way he was rocking, it looked like he was gonna have to go to the straight jacket. So when his attorney says that he was devastated by the verdict, I believe it. You could look in his face and tell that he was devastated by the verdict. Because when the judge said, Mr. Johnson, he couldn't even say, man, he couldn't even open his mouth to say nothing. He was just constantly rocking. So I bet you he regret doing all of that now. I bet you he do. I get to thinking about, yeah. I wonder if they go back and look at videos from that Monday. I'm sure they got all that stuff. I wonder who was with him that Monday. I wonder who was with Straight Drop that Monday. Why was he devastated when he knew what he did? He sure know he did it. Some people, I guess, people had been telling him he was gonna get off. I think that's what it was. Folks were saying no face, no case. But Cornelius put a face on it, put his face on it, put Straight Drop's face on it. Cornelius said his attorney had been told him just go ahead and work with them people, sis. Work with the people, sis. Ain't nothing wrong with her dating, but I would like for her to wait till the other indictments are finished. But no one can tell her what's best for her. I have not heard that she's dating. When she's on her Instagram, she's always talking about she's not even thinking about anything like that. And I'm sure with all of this stuff going on, until this is put to bed, she probably wouldn't even have a mind right to date. What did he say when he was on the stand? I missed it. What did Straight Drop say? He just said that he did not want to testify. Mm. He said he didn't want to testify. Yeah, he was devastated and shocked. He had to have known when Cornelius he shoulda if he thought he was gonna get off, he shoulda known when Cornelius got up on that stand and he started looking at that video of them pulling up and getting out of the car and all of that. He shoulda known it was over. Rose says, I'm sure Straight Drop will go through stages of emotions and reach repentance spirit. It may take some years because he's still young, but as he age, he will come. Yeah, he'll come to his senses in about. I ain't gonna say nothing because he might. He ain't no telling what's going on now. I'll keep my mouth closed. Um, let's see. Leo says he really thought he was gonna go free. He thought he was gonna go free. Should have known when Cornelius, okay, got up there. They weren't going free. Mm-mm. They should have known that. Yeah, I gotta have a jewelry party. No, y'all know I got all of this jewelry, and it's brand new, and I never sold it. I never sold it, and I gotta have a jewelry party. I might have a jewelry party online or over in my studio. It's time for me to get the stuff out of my house. Thank you, Mr. Cashville 11. Are you from out of Tennessee? Mr. Cashville, are you from out of Tennessee? Diane said it's all around. Said it's all around for Straight Drop. He wanted fame so bad. Someone said he had some mental issues. Yeah, I mean, some people to. I'm gonna keep these earrings for myself. Mm. I'm gonna keep these ones for me. You're from out of East Nashville. Okay, shout out to East Nashville. Um, Miss T, you have one of the best channels on YouTube for sure. Thank you, Miss Nakia Baker. I appreciate that so much. I do. I appreciate that a lot. Hold on, you guys. Hello? No. Yeah. Mm. Well, that's probably it. When her mind tell her though, Okay, you all. All right, y'all. Let me get off of here. I just had something to come up. But anyways, I appreciate you guys getting on. Okay. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.